These are little ducklings. This is their first time having like water that they can get in besides just a little water. And Hawaii broke them out. Their mama. Can I put some more in there? They enjoy it, just watch them. Today is Friday the 2nd, and this, I don't know if I even post this, but they're leaving on Sunday is the plan for them to leave on Sunday. All of them, and as you may realize, I have not posted it on here because a lot's been going on since then, but my silver Swedish passed away. One of the boards that I had on the thing, Hawaii jumped on it and it crushed it. No, the wind was bad and that's what happened, and it crushed him. So, that was not a fun surprise to walk out to. But we live, we learn, and next year I'll be able to hatch them out. I would have had to wait anyways for more, but next year I think it's a better plan, and it would have been behind my other ducklings anyways, so that's fine with me. But yeah, these guys are growing great. Oh, y'all fell. Hey, Hawaii. She's been a great mom, and I couldn't be any happier, so it gives me hope for the future that she's going to be able to hatch out more ducklings and raise them up, and let her keep them for a little bit, like next year when I experiment with Welsh Harlequins, hatching them out and seeing what color I want and seeing if I can get one that is more like what I want or whatever. I'll be able to know from that. And I'll just keep that group for a little bit or keep all the females and get rid of the males. Or just raise up a whole group for next year, and that's all the ducks that I raise. And then do some blue Swedishes in there as well. That one that is out there, she is Pepper's kid, or he, I'm not sure. I'm not sure male and female, but they sure are beautiful. They're not unfriendly, but they don't like being right next to me, which is fine. Anything when they're in this little stage, they don't like it. But the group will be split up. The two Pekin crosses that are in here, the two larger gray ones, are going to be going to a separate home than the three black ones and the other two grays. And then if there are too many males out of the group of 5 that's going, then the males will be either sold or processed, whatever. Once they leave me as a breeder, and this is the same for just about anybody, once they leave your hands, you're not responsible for what other people do, and maybe that's what you want to happen or whatever. And that's what I have to deal with too, is I have to find a new home for males or they have to go, because we can't just have all the males and have them overbreeding the females and things like that. But they still are doing great. They are wonderful. That one, the gray one that just walked off, and then the second gray one the last one that just ran, was one of the ones that are going to their separate homes. Go back to your water. They're all coming back. You can just barely see them. But Pepper's kid, the one right here with the white on the chest, she or he, I'm not sure, very, very beautiful, and I really wanted to keep her. I don't know if I explained my reasoning behind not keeping her. But her or him, I was going to, but there's no room for me to keep crosses, because if I wanted to keep a purebred Welsh or blue Swedish or the silver Swedishes next year, I would be breaking into those numbers that I'm able to keep reasonably with a cross, and I don't want to go into those numbers. I would rather keep the crosses and then be able to sell ducklings and things like that I know are pure and not crosses. Nothing against crosses, but most people don't like crosses, which is fine. That's personal preference for everybody. When I get a farm, I will probably do some crosses and keep some just to experiment and see what colors look well, or just look stunning, maybe for a meat bird or something like that. Either way. But that is in the future. That is not now. And you can see all of them from where they've eaten. Us in the farming world, on a chicken, we call that the food boob. I also call it that for the ducks as well, is their food boob. And they just means that they've eaten, really. But they are doing great. They eat all day long, and they have grass. Whenever I let a mom hatch out kids, I let her be on grass with the kids. My coop is not. It's pelletized bedding on the bottom, but anything else is kept by them. Or anything else I let them have. When they're little, I'll let them roam and things like that. Let me try to get them back into the shot. Gotta go back. Gotta go back. Gotta go back. Go back. Go back and get some water. 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 But yeah, I think there is one pure Swedish, maybe not. I'm not entirely sure on that, but I would take a chance, but it's not. I'm not gonna risk my Swedish flock for a potential female. So I would rather wait, because these breedings were all just random eggs that I collected. So it'll be a next year project with that for sure. Keeping more Swedishes. I won't keep any black Swedishes, and I won't do any more blues. I will just keep the silvers and maybe one or two blue, and then get rid of the males once they're older, if there are any, and then the females maybe keep one more. But I don't know, I want to keep a Welsh and then silvers for sure. That's really what I want to do, is keep the silvers and the Welshes for next year, and maybe another black Cayuga, so maybe hatch out a group of Cayugas if she lays next year, which it was overbreeding was the problem. But we are solving that. What are you guys doing? They're not gonna let you touch them, I don't think. I mean, I can get one in a minute, probably. But yeah, they are gonna be here. And then I have other breeding plans that I want to do, and that's all in the future. So I will figure out what to do with that when the time comes, and keep what I think needs to be kept, and just do things like that. Definitely the silvers for sure, and another Welsh female from a preferred female. So probably gonna have her bred and then moved, or something like that, or separate the two of them and then throw her in later or whatever. But I would want to keep ones from that one in particular to see color wise if I can get one that is a lighter color or not a lighter color, whatever. But they're up there. Come back. It is bittersweet because they're going to their new homes Sunday for 5 of them. The other lady still needs to get back with me, but it's been so much fun watching them. But if they're not staying with me, I don't want somebody to wait for them and things like that. They have plans for them. They want to grow with them and get them close to them, which is understandable completely. And they're doing great, though. Nothing has shown up genetically or anything like that, so I am so happy. Now, it always could. That's always a possibility, but nothing has. So, very thankful about that. And I was not supposed to be adding any more males this year, and I've added, how many? 3 more males and 1, 2, 3, 4 more females. So 5 males and 8. So 5 and 8, very bad numbers. But next, and then I'm still planning on adding another Drake, which people will call me crazy for doing that. But I want to have the silver. That's something I want to do, and get 100% silver hatches, or close to 100% as you can get, and then see what I do from there. And maybe I get rid of one of my males that I have, or not, or I'm not sure. It's a work in progress. So we will see how things turn out and what happens when the time gets closer to that, and what actually happens next year, because we might not get any silvers next year from what I hatch out. It just depends. But for sure, I want to keep a Welsh from a particular female, and then I'll have 2 females to breed with for the blue Swedish, and then I have an extra male on backup in case whatever. I'll have an extra male on backup. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. These guys, I'm trying to get them back over here, but they're not. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this. It's one shot, which I know people don't like, but it's more of a sit down talk video, just watching the ducks and their mama. and just going over duck plans, I guess, more in depth. Or not more in depth, I don't know. I cannot remember what I've talked about. It's been a long weekend. A week, and weekend from before. But, yeah. Everybody's doing great. Everybody is doing just fine. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.